Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel, The Bucket List Mom. My name is Elizabeth and I am trying to be very purposeful for this fall in really living life and having some really neat experiences. And so I made a bucket list for the fall and I'm going to share it with you guys because I really want to feel like I made the fall successful and that I just really poured myself into this fall and just enjoyed everything that has to do with fall. So I have my list here on my phone and I'm going to kind of go over with you quickly what I'm wanting to get done, and hopefully it will help give you guys some cool ideas of things maybe that you can do with your family to make the most out of the fall. So I have a lot of personal things that I want to do, just goals and things for myself, but then I also have a lot of different experiences and things I want to do with the family. So I guess I'll start with talking about how I feel for this fall. Usually I feel really sad that the summer is leaving, and when it starts to kind of get cooler weather in Arizona, I just feel sad. I feel sad when swim season's kind of over and stuff. But this year I don't feel that way. This year I really feel ready to embrace cooler weather, which we won't have for 2 or 3 more months still. Phoenix stays hot all the way till about Thanksgiving, but I'm just ready to embrace all things like pumpkin and pumpkin spice and fall recipes and chili and warm socks, and I'm just really ready. Fall decorations and everything. So some years I don't feel in the mood and I skip it and I'm I don't want anything pumpkin and I don't want to put up decorations and I don't want to change my life at all. But this year I'm really feeling with it. So that's really my goal, is just to dive into the fall. The first thing I'm going to do is buy myself a cozy pair of fall socks. Usually I get good socks for Christmas, but I feel like I need cozy ones for the fall. I don't know what that means. I don't know what fall socks are supposed to look like, but maybe something with fall leaves on them or something. I don't know. I need a good pair of socks for my fall. I'm going to enjoy everything pumpkin, and that is going to include being on the Trim Healthy Mama plan. I'm doing a weight loss plan because I have goals there, but there's a lot of pumpkin-y things you can do while you're on plan, and I'm going to be making some recipes for the fall and sharing them with you, and doing things even while I'm on plan, I can enjoy it. So that is something I'm trying to do also. So talking about Trim Healthy Mama, I feel like I've been doing okay with it this summer, but I feel like I need to get a little bit more serious. I'm about 80 or 90% on plan, but whenever we go on some kind of day trip or some kind of weekend getaway, I have not been doing it. And I need to, because I feel like I'm jumping up and down around the same couple of pounds. I'm not really doing anything, and I want to lose about 30 pounds before Christmas. I feel like maybe that is realistic for me, but only if I do it, only if I really get this serious. So I am really looking into how to get serious about it, how to lose those 30 pounds. I'm looking into exercising that I can do from home right now. Probably make a video on that because I think I need to kind of up it. So there are some things I want to do that have to do with fall. I definitely want to take my kids to some different pumpkin patches. We have one great one right down the road that we go to every year, and it's really nice. And we'll do that one, but I also kind of wanted to go to some that we've never done before, some that might be further away that take a little bit more of an effort. And I haven't researched quite yet which ones, but I definitely wanting to do some pumpkin patches. So on 4th of July, we went up to somewhere called PRESCOTT, and there's a lake there called Watson Lake, and I mentioned that I wanted to go back up there and do some actual pictures and stuff and maybe kayak or do something like that. So I'm hoping to maybe do that on one of these weekends, and so I'm kind of planning that as well. I want to take my kids on some field trips. The main one is an ostrich farm that's about an hour away from here, and it's really cool. You get to go feed and pet the ostriches, but they have a lot of other animals. We've been there many times. There's these really neat birds. I forget what they're called. They're really colorful. And you can feed them their nectar out of little containers, and they sit all over your shoulders and stuff. It's really fun. But they got a new thing there. They've got stingrays. And we have stingrays here, but the zoo has some. Maybe the aquarium has some, but they only let you pet them with one little finger. And it's not very exciting. I think the ostrich farm lets you put in your hands and arms all the way up until wherever you washed to, so that you can really pet them and feel them. Years ago there used to be a place in Nashville, Tennessee, and I'm from St. Louis, and so we could drive to Nashville fairly easily, and I have cousins and family there, and so we would visit, and they used to have this place in the mall there that was just stingrays in a big huge pool, and they would let you literally put your arms in up to your shoulders, and then come up to the side to like eat the food, but you could literally like hug them. And I loved that. I'm in love with stingrays. One huge bucket list thing for me is to go to the Grand Cayman Islands and swim with the stingrays that are there. So that's like a huge thing on my list. So the ostrich farm for this fall is about the closest I'm going to get to it, but that is my plan. And if you're looking at me like I have two heads, like why does this lady like stingrays? I love nature. I really like being outside. I love nature, and I really love animals, and that kind of thing doesn't gross me out. I love them. So let's see what else. I want to do some fall like projects of like crafting kind of projects. We wanted to paint rocks this summer of some cacti, like make the rocks look like cacti and put them in little pots and make them look kind of like cool. I still kind of want to do that, but I also want to paint some rocks like in Halloween theme. So we might have to do a video on that. I really want to take my kids berry picking, but I'm not totally sure. We only have like so many weekends. That might have to be next spring. I'm gonna need to see when berry season is here. I don't even know. But yeah, there's a place about 3 hours away or so that I would really like to go to and pick like blueberries and strawberries and stuff like that. So we'll have to see if that will work. I'm still planning to do a day trip to Sedona, and I'm still planning to do a day at the Salt River, playing at the Salt River. So we'll see if I can make that happen. I have purposed to decorate for all of the holidays. So that includes Halloween, Thanksgiving, and Christmas. I definitely have some awesome Christmas stuff coming up. We do a lot of like light displays, we decorate, we really do Christmas, but I'm not including so many Christmas things in this fall bucket list because I guess it's kind of a little more like wintry. I'll probably make another video on what we do for Christmas. One thing I do every fall that I want to do this fall that just makes me feel like warm and cozy and it's just like fall to me is I get out all my old episodes of a TV show called Seventh Heaven and I love that, and it's just a fall thing. I don't know why, and I watch old episodes of that, so I'm gonna do that again this fall. Comment down below if you also like Seventh Heaven and you know what I'm talking about. And I have a few other projects I wanted to do with the kids. I need to make a quilt. So I make quilts for every holiday. We get out a quilt that I made that celebrates like that holiday. We have ones for Halloween and New Year's and Christmas and St. Patrick's Day even, and we have lots of quilts. We have a back to school quilt, we have a birthday quilt, we have a lot of quilts. And one thing my kids get to do when they get old enough is I take them to the store and they get to pick out any fabric they want and I make them like a patchwork quilt. And so it's Lace's turn this year for that. So that might be the one quilt that I make, but there's a couple other ones. We don't have a sick day quilt. If you're sick, you need a special blanket to wrap up in, and I don't have one yet. We even have a thunderstorm quilt where if it rains or there's a thunderstorm, the kids will call the thunderstorm quilt and try to be the first one to get that. And if you're scared of the thunderstorm, you can wrap up in the quilt. So we don't have a sick blanket yet. One of the projects I'm going to do is finish a blanket I'm crocheting for my daughter. I talked about that in my summer bucket list video, and I still have to do that, and it's going to get a video of its own, so be on the lookout for that. Also, we like to make rice heat packs. Do you guys ever do that, where I just sew some fabric together and I put rice in it and then you warm it up in the microwave, and so they're just these rice heat packs. But recently ours got kind of worn out, and so I wanted to make us some new ones, maybe in a fall theme. That could be kind of fun, or winter theme. That's when we tend to use it typically a lot here, because it does get cool in the desert at night, especially like in the winter. It can get pretty cool, and of course, you know, we'll have the heat on, but the heat packs really do make a difference. One of the things on my summer bucket list was go camping, and it moved to the fall. It is planned. We're going in a week and a half, and so that's going to be fun. One thing that I'm going to do this fall that has absolutely nothing to do with losing weight or being on trim healthy mama, but we're going to do one dinner out at the Cheesecake Factory, a date night for my husband and I. That's just something that's just like celebratory for me, fall, Christmassy, something like that. I always want to go to the Cheesecake Factory in the fall. Also, I have something exciting coming up. My birthday is in October, and actually my husband and I were 6 days apart, so both of our birthdays are in October, and I'm going to be 36 this year, you guys. I don't know how that's even possible, but I'm still trying to figure out how I really want to celebrate that and what we're going to do special for our birthdays. But that is coming up in about a month. I'm going to be 36. It's crazy. Another thing I'm working on for the fall is to find a good skincare regimen and makeup routine that I really love. So I wear really minimal makeup. Like right now I literally just have a little mascara on and some blush, and that's it. And I kind of need some more stuff. I have no good foundation that I love. I have nothing to cover up like bags under my eyes. And I want to find something that I really, really like. So if you have any ideas for me, definitely comment them down below what you like. I might make a whole separate video on that because I'm really trying to kind of get together what I like and figure that out. And I'm also trying different skincares. I've never really had to do a skincare regimen, but I want one. I'm feeling like I need to take a little bit better care of myself and really like kind of nourish myself and pour back into myself. So I'm starting with skincare also and trying to figure that out. And my last one is something I'm really kind of excited about. I have been kind of adjusting to my son not living at home for the last couple of months, and I've talked about it a bit in another video, but it's kind of hard. You go through a grieving process because there's definitely a sense of loss when your child moves out, and so I've been dealing with a little bit of sadness and stuff there. And one thing I have found that really makes me feel good and really helps with that, helps kind of get out of my own mind and my own things I'm worried about or thinking about, and that is, you know, serving others. And I had an incident come up recently where I was really able to be there for a friend and really able to walk alongside her during a difficult thing she was experiencing, and I realized, gosh, how good it feels to be there for somebody else and not just be worrying about yourself or what you might have going on. And so one of my goals for this fall is to find somewhere where I can really serve. Maybe in a soup kitchen, or we have an organization here called Feed My Starving Children where you can go and pack meals for kids in other countries where food is scarce. And I'm not sure yet. So I'm looking into opportunities to do that, but I really want to find a way to give back. I really want to be purposeful about teaching my kids to serve, and just, it really helps not focus so much, you know, on your own problems and your own things, but just give back to other people. So that's one huge thing on my list that I cannot wait to really kind of pour myself into this fall and see where I end up with that. So I think that's my whole list. There's a ton of stuff on here, but I think I mentioned mostly everything that I'm going to be focusing on this fall. I would love to know what fun things and traditions you guys have for the fall. I am so up for trying different things and trying different recipes and trying different traditions and going different places. So if you have anything that you do that is really neat or interesting, please let me know. Comment down below. I am open to so many ideas of trying new stuff. So thank you so much for watching. I hope this helped give you some ideas. I hope it kind of helped you know what videos are coming up. Hopefully you'll want to watch some of them. I definitely appreciate it. If you liked this video, please give me a thumbs up. I really appreciate it. If you'll subscribe, that really helps my channel grow, and I'm so excited. I'm so excited to be making these videos for you guys, and I'm excited to interact with you, and I'm excited for this channel to grow. So thanks so much for watching. I will see you next time. Bye.
We start to sail along these ocean waves. Nobody knows how to find us. It's turning out to be a perfect day. I just wanna leave our normal lives behind us. So let's get lost out here.